Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Social cam, Facebook, Twitter. How y'all doing tonight, man? God bless y'all, man. It's your brother Divine, man. Out here to kick it at y'all, man, a little bit. I told y'all I was going to be back. God is merciful. Let's be come back and holler at y'all, man. I appreciate being able to come back and holler at y'all from time to time, man. You know, on Facebook, Twitter, social cam, family and friends. How y'all doing tonight, man? God bless y'all, man. I just wanted to kick it with y'all about a little bit of politics and a few other things that are on my mind. Anyway, man, I hope everything is going well for the new year for all y'all out there in the social cam, Facebook, all over the world wide web. Hope everything is, you know, I know it's not, but I hope it's the best it can be for all of y'all, man. You know, I just appreciate the network, you know, that I'm on, that I get a chance to holler at my friends and family, people who comment on my videos. It's greatly appreciated. And y'all send me comments, anything y'all want to talk about, man. Let's kick it, man. We can, you know, go to Facebook, you know, instant message, Yahoo instant message, Google, you know, whatever y'all want to go on, instant message me. Just hit me up. It's your brother Divine, you know, right here in Phoenix, Arizona, sitting here deep in the valley, man. Okay? Anyway, I wanted to kick it at y'all a little bit, man, about our President Barack Obama, him and Joe Biden. I mean, yeah, him and Vice President Biden are exploring executive order on gun control. Okay? I understand that and everything, but you know, they're exploring this situation when they should have been exploring executive order when it came to our taxes, when it came to all these things that the Republicans were holding out on, you know, that was going to benefit America, okay? Now they want to talk about this gun ban. I'm sorry, man. I pray to God that all the little kids' souls and everybody's innocent souls go to heaven, enter into paradise. I mean, you know, there's a lot of innocent blood being spilled due to some of these guns and things, but really it's not the gun, it's the people, okay? You know, going on this gun ban thing, my position is, I know some of you guys, some of y'all know me out there, know my past, know me, you know, from being in Minneapolis, know me from being in Arizona or wherever. My stand is that every American should be able to, you know, have his firearms. Even, you know, some, like I said, I expressed this before, some convicted felons that get out and get their life together, you know, run businesses, take care of their families, contribute to the country as a whole, contribute to their communities. They should be able to also defend their families after a certain amount of years, because there are millions of guns out there. Not just assault rifles, but handguns, shotguns, hunting rifles, sportsman rifles, all kinds of collectors, black powder rifles. There's all kinds of stuff out there, you know, that can kill people, okay? When it comes to the executive order, you know, this is, you know, he has to, you know, they have to go to talk to legislators and congressmen, senators, you know, just to get these things in, you know, these things in order, because you know, he can say what he wants to say and do some of the things he wants to do, but he still has to have some type of approval, he has to have some type of backing. I think it wouldn't be right for, you know, the government to come in and take everybody's guns, you know, as far as, you know, even assault rifles, because, you know, then there's going to be criminals out there that are going to have these weapons, and you're going to try to take people's weapons that are innocent, or you know, people that are trying to be, you know, protective of their families, because in Arizona down here, there's home invasions all the time. Just last week, a guy, you know, shot a guy dead coming in his house, you know. There was a couple of them last year. I mean, you know, people ain't putting up with these people coming in their houses, kicking their doors in, you know, and all that type of stuff. I know I'm not, for real. They're going to get plugged. That's just the bottom line. So I don't think really that, you know, pushing this ban through an executive order is a good idea. I think it would present a lot of animosity in the country towards, you know, different peoples, because a lot of people that, you know, have guns and have these guns and everything, they're not all good, even though they've never been in trouble or anything, but their ideologies aren't always, you know, on the right page. So I just wanted to holler at y'all about that. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, now they got this thing out. I know y'all heard about, I know you guys know about Piers Morgan. He's on CNN and he's an Englishman. You know, he talks about, he's doing this thing on gun control and the assault weapons ban and regulating ammunition and all this type of stuff. And I understand, Pierce, where you're coming from. 20 children lost their lives. That was sad. The people in Colorado out there, a couple cities in Colorado have lost their lives. Virginia. I mean, you know, these are things that, you know, really could have been avoided. You know, had not, okay, the last guy that, you know, killed the children, you know, he killed his mother first. She had been teaching him how to use these weapons. I mean, come on, man. You know your son is depressed, kind of psychotic, kind of a loner. You know, people didn't look at him like that, but he was, and she knew it. Because, you know, from what I heard from the news that she has blogged about, you know, getting help for her son. You know, that's rough, man. I feel sorry for the lady. You know, I feel sorry for her soul. I hope she's resting in peace. I know all the children are, and the teachers and the principal and everything. I mean, it's a sad situation. Just think if there would have been locks on all the classroom doors. You know, instant locks where the principal just press a key fob and lock all the school down when they heard that bash coming in through the front door, or press the key fob, bam, you know, and all the doors lock up. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it have been nice if there would have been a couple officers there, you know, really in the right area? You know, there's only one way, there's only ways to come into a school, and that's through the door. So you put an office at each door. I mean, you know, there doesn't have to be 24-hour signed guards there, but it does need to be somebody there to protect the children, you know, and protect the teachers that are teaching the children. Or, you know, give some of the teachers that want the rights to, you know, handle firearms, let them handle their firearms, but make sure that they go through a rigorous training, make sure that they don't have any type of animosity against students, and make sure them themselves haven't been through some type of intense bad behavior, you know, as far as being depressed or psychotic or getting angry and exploding on things, you know, things of that nature, okay? Just wanted to holler at y'all about that. Wouldn't there be some good ideas for the schools, though? I mean, I know it would cost a little bit of money, but I mean, come on, we got money for the banks, you know, when they need it out. We got money, had money for the car industry when they need it out. Let's put this money into these schools. Let's train these teachers. Let's train these principals. Let's make security our first priority for our schools, and not just trying to take everybody's guns when you're going to cause some major problems in the country. You really would. You know, I just want y'all to think about that. You really would. You see how that guy was ranting and raving at Piers Morgan the other day on CNN? That man was going crazy. He was irate. He was angry. I mean, why should he have been there arguing with Piers Morgan like that? Piers Morgan has a right to his opinion. He has a right to his idea, especially when it's the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it real on that. You know, Americans who don't truly believe in the Constitution, them are the Americans who want Pierce deported. We can't deport that man for, you know, I don't know if he's a citizen, a legal citizen or whatever, but whatever he has, he works here, he pays taxes here. So, you know, he has a right to his ideas and opinions, and they're nothing negative. So, you know, for them to sign 100,000 people coming in with a petition, I don't understand it. These are people that really need to take a look at the Constitution. Okay? For real. So for you people that don't know, check it out. You're scrolling through social cam, scrolling through Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. My video, check me out. Go to your thing, your amendments, and examine them and think clearly about this, okay? This is a problem. Now another thing is, if we do deport Pierce Morgan, then guess what? We gotta ban all assault rifles then, because then we violated his rights. We gotta violate everybody's rights. That wouldn't be, it wouldn't be fair, because then nobody could say nothing. You'd kick everybody out of the country. You know, you would try to put people in jail for talking. That's not what our country is about. At one time, it wasn't about the black man either. One time, we were fifth of a human being, you know, which wasn't right either. So we had to fight for these rights, and we got these rights. Now that we got them, we must uphold them. Okay. Okay. There's a congressional meeting going on at the White House about this assault rifle thing. Big CEOs of people like Walmart, you know, JP Morgan, all these people are invited to this thing about this gun ban. Especially even Kmart, you know, Sears, everybody who sells guns have to be invited to this thing because it's a very important issue. Walmart at first wasn't gonna come. I have no idea why. You know, they are the biggest retail chain in the country. They have billions and billions of dollars. Why wouldn't they show up and have their say? They have gun experts on hand. You know, they have gun experts on hand to you know, to tell us their opinion and their ideas and what do they think. Okay? But there's a lot of ways around it rather than taking, you know, everybody's rights of guns. I mean, if you want to cut down on ammo, then fine. Cut down on the sale of ammo. If you want to cut down on the magazines, cut the magazines in half or something. I mean, that's up to you, but you guys have to take that up with the gun makers. Okay? Mayor Bloomberg, these guys want this ban bad, you know, but just think about it. Like the guy said that was ranting and raving to Pierce, he made a real important point. Tyrannical governments took the guns of their citizens and they were able to, you know, violate and kill people. You see people that are fighting against tyrannical governments right now, like Syria, like, you know, Iraq and Iran, Afghanistan, you know, or Egypt, okay, Libya, okay. The citizens had to stand up against these governments because they weren't being treated fairly. People were getting thrown in jail for just, like I said, speaking their mind. You know, you go to jail for telling the truth. That ain't right, man. So, you know, I just wanted to highlight y'all about that, man. Just something to think about, man. Send me a comment, you know, send me an IM, whatever you want to do. Let's kick it. We'll talk about the issues. Let's get it out there. Another thing I wanted to talk about, also, Governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. I know everybody knows him. He's the governor of New York, the biggest city in the country. This guy, right, the biggest city, and he's the mayor, he's the governor of that state, okay? This guy is the governor of millions and millions of people. He's looking over and he wants the toughest assault rifle ban in history. He don't want nobody to have nothing, okay? I don't know, I don't think he could pull that one off. I think it's going to be a lot of problems if, you know, if the government tries to go in and, you know, take major steps, you know, to take the guns from the citizens that are, you know, actually have paid a lot of money for these guns. Some of them people are collectors. Some people don't deserve to have them. They really don't. You look at people like people that follow Rush Limbaugh. They don't deserve to have no guns. Some of them people are crazy. I mean, you know, we know they're crazy, but you know what? They're there, but that's why everybody, you know, that's why we have the right to protect ourselves, okay? Self-defense laws all over the country, okay? Some of them are not very good. Some of them are real good, but we have to have them because you have to be, the first law first law of nature is self-preservation. We got to preserve ourselves. Got to preserve our lifelines, our bloodlines. So, I just want everybody to know that, that we have them rights. They make them guns. They put them out there. We should all have the rights to have one. People that deserve it. Okay? Another thing is, oh wow, and also, that assault rifle ban that was took up and expired in 1994, they just want to bring that back. Okay? But just remember, even before that ban even expired, there was that big bank robbery in LA County, California, where policemen were shot. They killed all the gunmen. One guy, the last guy, I think he got shot in the back of the head by a policeman standing in the bushes with a 9mm. Them guys were armored from head to toe. So at that time there was a ban on assault rifles, and they had AK-47s, M16s, things like that. And they had the extra clips, a lot of clips, a lot of ammunition. The NRA right now is trying to wield its influence. We know the NRA is the biggest gun lobbyist. I mean, I grew up with the NRA. My grandfather, bought me my first gun when I was 5 years old. I was happy to have a little short 22 bolt action rifle. I went squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting. I got older, learned, went deer hunting, pheasant hunting, duck hunting. Got a little older, bought more guns. Had guns in my family, but we had to go through training courses. When I was like 7 years old, I think I went through a training course. And there's what they call the 10 Commandments of gun safety. So the NRA right now, they're in Washington D.C. They're all over the world. They're all over the country trying to wield their influence, trying to pump people up. I mean, I hope they don't pump people up too bad where they'll be trying to take up arms and hurt other people. That would be wrong. That's not the way to go either. So let's think about that. NRA, you guys at the NRA, Andrew Arlundadam, calm down, buddy. Don't rile up the people. I mean, there's a lot of bad guns out there, a lot of good guns. So just think about that, Mr. NRA, man. I just want you to know. So when when you're forcing people to take up arms against others, which some people would be thinking it'd be trying to take up arms against the government, but some people would use them in the wrong terms, because there are a lot of people that have bad ideologies in their heads, and they can't get them. You can't get rid of them because they're so deep grained, embedded into the bloodline, into the birth. I mean, shoot, a racist. Shoot, he's hating all the babies in the womb. He's teaching his wife to hate, so the baby is turning into a hater. You understand what I'm saying? So let's follow him down the bloodline. So let's keep our minds on that. Last but not least, y'all, man, come on, man, the NFL. What about the NFL MVP? Who should it be? Should it be Peyton Manning or should it be Adrian Peterson? Adrian Peterson come 8 yards short of Eric Dickerson's record that was set back in 93, 94, I believe. I don't know which one it is, somewhere around in there. Anyway, or 96, whenever he set that record. It was, no, actually, I think it was in the 80s when it was the 80s. That was when Jerry curls and things like that were popping off in the late 80s. So, that record hasn't been broken in a long time. Adrian Peterson almost did it. He could have did it in that last run. I seen he pull back a little bit. I don't know why, but he could have did it. And, anyway, Peyton Manning, he's a comeback player too. He's doing good with his team, the Denver Broncos. I mean, Adrian Peterson, he's doing the running. He's carrying the load. I think MVP should be separate from quarterback, because, they should have their own realm of MVPs, because they're, of course, going to have touchdowns. They're, of course, going to have yards. They're going to have passing yards. They might not have much rushing yards, but they have passing yards and a lot of touchdowns. So, of course, they should have their own, MVP thing. So, I just wanted to kick it with y'all, man, a little bit, man. Send me a comment. It's your brother Divine, man. Hey, man, world peace, man. God bless y'all, man. I'm out of here.